Hey, I saw that you missed your wellness appointment today. I don't like your attitude, and I think you need an attitude adjustment. Yeah. Hey guys, welcome to the Preston MP channel. It's that time of year, it's summer, and we need fun ways to beat the heat but still stay active. So I'm super excited to be with 5th degree Taekwondo black belt Mr. Brandon Johnson here at Legends Martial Arts in Jackson. Thanks for having us today, man. I appreciate it.
I'm so excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so we're so excited. So let's get into it, guys, and learn some pretty safe, I think it's safe.
Sometimes.
Yeah, it's mostly safe ways to stay active this summer. Let's get into it, guys. So speaking of safety, here at Preston MP, we're all about health and safety, making people the happiest, healthiest, best versions of themselves. And Taekwondo, as I understand it, is an amazing martial art for self-defense, for getting in shape, and various other health benefits. But although we're trying to beat that 100-degree heat index this summer, I imagine there's probably some moms out there that may be a little nervous about putting their kiddo in a martial arts class. So how do you address those safety concerns, Mr. Brandon? And is Taekwondo something that is fun and safe for the whole family?
That is an excellent question. Like we say, any age is a great time to start martial arts. We have excellent safety training for us. We spend a little more money to make sure we could get the proper mats, so when you do fall, you're okay. Not that you're falling all the time, but you know, kids will be kids, things happen. But I think the most important thing is they don't just go in the ring and start punching and kicking. A lot of what we teach is the discipline, respect, focus that they need, that a lot of parents want. And the first thing they have to do is, within a 6-month period, they have to train their basics of discipline, respect, self-control. Like I said, they have to be able to learn how to throw a proper kick, a proper punch, so they don't hurt themselves or hurt somebody else. And then if they earn it, like we say in martial arts, everything is earned. Once they earn that, they can start sparring. People are required to wear safety gear, so that way it reduces the chances of getting hurt by a lot. But all of our instructors are insured and they are licensed and highly trained, so all the instructors will be able to handle any situation and any ability.
I love that, I love that. One thing we see a lot of in primary care is something called foosh fractures. So that's a flexed, outstretched hand that they're following on. And that can cause fractures in the hand, and as you know from doing martial arts for, I presume, many years to get a 5th degree black belt, there are a lot of different injuries that can occur if you don't fall correctly. So can you translate maybe a little bit in Taekwondo how the things that you learn here in the dojo might translate to keeping you healthy, safe, and protected in everyday society?
Right, number one that comes to mind is balance. So we train a lot of balance. Like I said, that 6-month period is really to get your basics underneath you. Doing the basic ground fall is not something we do too much of, because we don't spend a lot of the time doing throws and falling a lot. But when we do train that, because we want to be a well-rounded fighter too, we do a little bit of that kind of thing, just in case like someone grabs you in the parking lot, like what are you going to be able to do? Yeah. So practicing the ground fall is one of our foundations here that we practice. But I would say balance is number one. We spend a lot of time striking and hitting the bags and targets, and then we're always going over proper technique, proper balance, foot position, the base of your kick, the trajectory of where you're going, and of course the follow through, like breaking a board or something like that. So a lot of the times we are standing and working on that balance to prevent injuries like that.
If you made it this far, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to give us a like, comment down below on more things you would like to hear from a 5th degree black belt in Taekwondo, or a licensed healthcare provider, myself, Preston Holyfield, here at Preston MP channel. I want to give a big shout out to our sponsors here at Legends Martial Arts here in Jackson, Missouri. If you are looking for a fun way to beat the heat this summer, make sure you stop on by and say Preston MP sent you for a free week of classes, guys. That's a huge deal. Awesome. And we're so grateful here at Preston MP to be in this beautiful dojo with the AC blowing. You guys got to come check it out. But enough on that. Let's get back to the video. All right, so we had some fun. We did some crazy kicks. Loving this energy that we got going in the dojo. So I want to get a little bit more serious in this discussion and ask, let's talk bullying. I have a lot of kids that coming into the clinic having some issues. Maybe they're getting a little picked on. Maybe they need to build that confidence a little bit. Yes. Is that something that martial arts helps with? Taekwondo can kind of teach them how to stick up for. Now, I'm not saying that a kid should go out and hurt another kid per se, but how do you deal with those situations?
That's an excellent question, and it's something that I've had a lot of personal experience in. I mean, if you look at me right now, you can tell how short I am, right?
Yeah.
I was always the shortest kid, and so I was bullied heavily. And so one of the great things that taught me was confidence. And so I preach it to the kids all the time. We're at the schools, and I talk about it all the time that, you know, your best weapon is your brain. You really have to be able to think these situations through. You have to get away from people. The goal is not to fight, you have to escape. So that's what we talk about. We also talk about in self-defense too. I don't want to fight necessarily. I'm a 5th degree black belt. I don't want to fight you. I want to get away. I want to escape with my life, you know, because I know what fighting leads to. It's violence, bad. So one of the things we talk about, especially with kids, and the most important lesson we can teach them is confidence. So once I started to stand taller and I would look people in the eye and I would speak up for myself, then people left me alone. I know it sounds silly, but I never had to do anything. I never had to punch or kick anybody. But the way I carried myself, people to this day are something's a little different about you. You're confident. Like, why is that? Because I'm so small, right? I don't know what it is. I'm just being funny. But they can tell that there's something different, and I think it's 100% martial arts. Because when I started, I couldn't even talk to anybody. I couldn't look them in the eye. I would cover my mouth all the time, and now I you know, talk to my wife. I probably talk too much. So.
Well, no, I really appreciate that. I too have the gift of gab, you could say. But you know, it's in primary care. We give very similar advice that we say, you know, teaching that confidence and that resilience. And I talk a lot about you know, helicopter parents that. Our inclination as, well, myself as a parent, I can say, because I am a parent, is we want to remove all those obstacles. We want to protect them and everything. What I love about this conversation is you're taking all the, you know, fancy medical jargon that I like to nerd out about, but I know not everybody does, and you're really making it applicable. We're saying the same thing, and you're translating it into a way that I think the kids are really going to enjoy. So kudos to you, and amazing academy, and I've loved this discussion so far. I want to make time for one more question, so I'm going to end it on this. So I've watched Kung Fu Panda, so obviously I am an expert on Taekwondo, right? Not really. What I wanted to ask, we all think of that golden dragon scroll at the top of the temple, for those who have seen the movie, that has the ancient secrets on there. So what ancient secrets have you learned from being a 5th degree black belt that may have surprised you after all these years, that really made you a better instructor, made you better Taekwondo, made you a better human? Can you give me one of those gold nuggets?
Well, if you're looking for technique, like I love to do all the flippy, cool spinning kicks and stuff like that, but I found out the most useful weapon is sidekick. And my instructor told me that many years ago. He said, Taekwondo's secret is sidekick. So when we do a sidekick, you know, we just pivot correctly, you have your body alignment, your joint alignment correct, and you can throw a mean sidekick. So when you sidekick, you can stop a lot of people even when the opponents are bigger than you. So as you can find out, like, that's something I've used throughout my whole career.
I love that.
But you know, confidence, I think, is the #1 thing. That's kind of like the secret technique, is if you can teach them confidence, then you don't have to worry about your kids and watch them all the time, because you just have confidence in them that they will protect themselves and they'll make the right decision, more importantly.
Yeah, well, I'm confident that we are all hungry to see this sidekick. You want to show us a demonstration?
Sure. Ready?
Ready, Sensei! Oh, yep, that works. So, if you guys made it this far, thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you, Mr. Brandon Johnson, for having us today. We appreciate you. Make sure you give us a like, subscribe, and comment down below on more things you would like. 5th degree black belt, Mr. Brandon Johnson. That's a big deal, guys. Or licensed nurse practitioner, Preston Hofield, to talk about right here on the channel. As always, modern medicine with a nursing heart. Preston MP, out.